Good, good.
And just a second. See, let me see. Very good, guys. We're on live on YouTube. Say hello, YouTube. And welcome to TNT. All right, let me introduce myself. I'm Fabio. I'm 42 years old. I live in a small town called Campo Limpo Paulista in the states of São Paulo. Today, I'm hosting this meeting. But before I start, I would like to know, is there anyone here for the first time?
Yeah,
Anyone?
yeah.
Oh, very good. Welcome, Thaisa. What's your name,
Thank
Thaisa?
you. Yeah, Thaisa, you said it right.
And very good. And where are you from?
Brasília.
Very good. And how did you find out us, TNT?
Well, a couple of months ago, I watched a video which a teacher from Brazil recommended this website. So now I decided to give it a shot.
Very good. Welcome.
Yeah, thank you so
And
much.
let me explain what TNT is and how it works, right? TNT is a project and has existed since 2016. In addition to the English meetings, we also have Spanish, French, Italian, German, and Portuguese meetings. These meetings are free. This is not a class. I'm not a teacher. It's just a conversation between friends about a specific topic, right?
Okay.
Any question?
All right. So far, so good.
Very good, very good. And I would like to give you some reminders before we start our meeting. So we shouldn't correct anyone unless the person asks for it. Here we have people all of levels. We can judge anyone. Nobody judges anybody, right? We need to work together to keep TNT a safe place. And now let me send the questions and the topic. And everyone can see the questions? Very good, very good. And now I split you in a small rooms with 4 or 5 people. And when you're there, choose a leader. This leader will be responsible for ask the question and make sure that everyone speaks, right? And before the leader starts asking the question, it's very, very important that he asks everyone to introduce themselves, all right? If you have any problem, click in the blue button, ask for help, and I will bring you back to the main room immediately. So, right. And guys, today, as you guys saw in the video, we are gonna talk about our journey and learn a foreign language. And I would like so much to know a little bit about yours. I hope you guys enjoy this topic. Let me split you guys. All right. We are 14. 14. Very good.
Oh, Edson.
Hello, Carmen.
Hello, Edson.
Now let me see. Oh, 1 people coming. Carmen, it's clear. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my gosh. I have a difficulty here. Just a second, guys. Be patient with me.
Okay.
I need
It's
to
okay.
recreate. I need to recreate. I'm so sorry. Recreate. Yeah, now it's better. All right, enjoy the conversation.
Okay.
If you hear, we are in the main room, right? And we can get the business. And please, Lucas, introduce yourself.
Oh, okay. How can I say? My name is Lucas. I live in a small town nearby Rio de Janeiro. The town is called Mesquita, right? In Baixada Fluminense. Mesquita, but I'm not a Muslim. And I'm 35. And what can I say about me? I'm a system administrator. I'm an IT guy. So a couple of years ago, how can I say? I used I started to use my language, the English that I learned on an English school when I was almost a teenager. And how can I say this? Okay, to improve my English, right? I I I I listen podcasts. I see movies without the captions and reading. Okay, reading a lot of books or newspapers, online newspapers, obviously. But their speaking is how can I say? It keeps locked. Okay, when I speak nowadays, when I try to speak again, my mind keeps blank. I don't know if you can understand me.
Yeah,
right?
I can.
So that's why I'm here.
Very good. And is that your first time here?
Yeah, that's my first time.
Oh, I don't know it about. And do you know how TNT works or not?
Kinda. I'm on the Telegram group, right? I saw the link of the Telegram on a tweet on a I think the name of the guy is Philip.
Philip, yeah.
I'm right now I'm on the Telegram group, and I see one of the streaming classes, not the streaming classes, but the conversations on the YouTube.
Very good.
So
Very good.
I know what to expect.
Welcome to TNT, and be free to be here with us. It's a pleasure to have you with us, right?
Thank you.
And I send the question on the chat box. Can you see the questions? We are gonna work with this kind of questions, all right?
Oh,
please, but take your time. Take your time. Don't worry about it. And Elisangela, could you please introduce yourself?
Hello, good afternoon. I'm Elisangela. I have 33 years old, and I'm married. I'm living in São Paulo and work in Turkish company, actually. And my first day in here.
Is it your first time as well?
Yes,
Very
I had the time on Monday, but with you it is
with me.
first.
Very good, very good. Welcome. It's a pleasure to have you here with us, right? Enjoy it. And my friend Ayla, could you please introduce yourself?
Hi guys, good afternoon. My name is Ayla and I'm 45 years old. I live in Belém and I live in Belém with my family, my husband and my daughter and my little dog. And I'm here to improve my English, my speaking and listening skills. That's it.
That's awesome. You are in the right place. And Ney, could you please introduce yourself?
Hi, how's it going? My
How's it
name is
going?
Ney. I am from Cuiabá, Mato Grosso. Actually, I live in a metropolitan region, called Várzea Grande. Is a big city near to Cuiabá. So I have 24 years old, and I got graduated in this year in civil engineering. So I am here in TNT site September 20th, and I'm here to improve my English as well. So that's it.
Very good. About the weather there, it's a
Oh,
warm day.
yeah, it's a hot day. Every
I heard
day,
about I heard about it.
I have the clouds now in the sky. The black clouds, but we don't have rain. So we just wait, and no rain. So it's bad. It's hot. So
Very good. Wasla Rebecca, could you please introduce yourself?
Hello, I'm Wisla Rebecca. I'm 6 years old. I live in São Paulo and I've been studying English for 2 years because I want to be a flight attendant.
Very good. Isla is correct?
Wisla,
Wisla. I'm so sorry. I always wrong. Wisla.
no problem.
And Giovanna, are you in Somi's room or you join us right now?
Yes, I join now. I'm so sorry.
Don't worry about it. And I'm gonna send you the small room. It's your first time or not?
No.
No, very good. And I'm gonna send you the small room number 3, all right? Because it's
Okay.
there is just for people.
Okay.
All right, just a second. And enjoy the conversation, Giovanna.
Thank you.
Very good. And now I think I can start with the questions, right? The number 1, when have you start learn the language English? When do you start, Lucas? Did you start?
I started at a English course when I was a teenager, but all this was all the methodology was kind of I don't know how to say. That's not exactly the word, but was kind of boring for me when I was at that age, and all the content simply don't stay on my mind, right? And later, when I was 20, 20, 23, 24, I started just to on the internet. I just started to seek for English content or news or blog articles, and later podcasts. I think since 2008, I tried to listen. Sorry, podcasts in English. So my listening improved very improved. Trying to formulate the phrase. Improved so much during these years. Do the listening, do the podcast. I listen every day, and but my speaking was just the problem. So I can do the reading for myself alone. I can do the listening myself alone, but speaking I requires another person, you know. So that's why at that in a nutshell, that's all my journey trying to learn English.
Good. And what about you, Isla? When have you started to learn the language English? Isla, are you there?
Sorry, my communication is bad.
No problem. No problem.
I start studying English with the goal of help me in my future profession. It's been about 2 years since I realized that it would be necessary to learn a new language to help my profession. And so I started taking an English course and studying most.
Good. You're doing well. What about you, Ayla?
Um,
When
well,
have you started?
uh, I'm beginner. I started learning English um 1 year and 6 months um ago, and I always wanted to learn English, but I've never dedicated for that. And after the pandemic, I started to work from home. Uh, so I decided to take my free time, and I finally started learning English.
Right. And you, Elisangela?
I started learning English in a teenager, like Lucas, in high school. But when I finished the school, I continued with other courses and include the particular teacher. But actually, I only study alone with books, podcasts, movies, newspapers, whatever.
Very good. And you, Ney?
For me, I start to learning English maybe when I have uh, 12 years old. The first time that I get access to computer, so I start to play some games, my computer, and I have this connection with the world, with the language. So in this time, I start to put. Uh, we have a method to say this. Maybe it's input mode. I don't know. When you just listening and do another thing, I don't remember. So I start there in this time. So the I don't know the word. De lá até agora, I am
Since
practicing
then,
in this way. Yes, I stand. I'm practicing this way. So now I have a free time. I finish my college, and I think, why not? So I start to learn a lot, practice more to improve my English, and now I am here in TNT to improve my speaking skills and get the experience that the guys here have, and the people share the things that they taught. So it's good to be here. So for me, that's it.
Very good, my friend. And I've been studying English since I know I started study English 2 years and a half or so, and I never have a private teacher. I never attend any course. I always study English by myself because I never study English to to do something about my job, because in my job I don't need speak English to work there. But English for me, it's like a hobby. I started before pandemic, but it's like a hobby for me. I enjoy a lot study English every day. So, and the second one, why did you start to learn the language English? Why? Because I write these questions because I don't know. I don't have an answer for this question for me. Why? Because I don't know. I really don't know why I start learning English. I know that I enjoy a lot. I love so much this language. And why did you start to learn the language English, Lucas?
Okay. Um, First of all, I always had a since I was a child. I always had a computer on my phone in front of me, right? And so on. When I gained access to the internet, I see all this enormous, all this bunch of information. Okay. Uh, uh, the word escapes me now. Available. All this bunch of information available for me, but I don't know. 80% of the information on the internet is in English, right?
That's
So
true.
I always, since I was a child, I always read a lot. I have, I don't know how many books I got right now. And when I see the internet, all this information for me, and all in English, uh, I, I suddenly I start to read the any kind of research, any kind of search. I try it, and I try until today to do it first in English. Okay, here I get my more answers. And when I didn't know what was right, I have a book, a dictionary on my side, and started to trying to translate everything, all the pages.
Good.
And when I was young, we you simply had time, right? So
Yeah.
we do. I did that a lot. I did that a lot. So and today, I can read an entire book by myself. Obviously, sometimes I always there's a word that I don't know and I have to research, right? And that was the first trigger. I don't know if it's the right word. The first trigger to start to learn English, to how do you say, despertar a vontade.
I don't know, but trigger, it's like a, yeah, I can understand what you
Okay,
want to
okay, okay,
say.
okay.
And you, Elisangela, why?
First, because I listened to music and didn't understand nothing when I younger. But now I think because it's necessary in my company, and I want to travel in a future.
Yeah,
No other countries. It's very interesting.
yeah, very good reason. Yeah. It's awesome when we listen to some song and you can understand I love when happen it with me. And Ayla,
Yeah.
what about you? Why did you start to learn?
Mm, why? Well, because first I like it. I like it so much study English. As Fabio said, for me, study English as a hobby. Since the pandemic, a hobby. But beside this, because there are better job opportunities for English speakers, and it is to travel abroad as well.
Yeah,
And
it's
that's
a
it.
very good reason. When I can search for something on internet in English, it's like open a window for you, a new door, and you can have a lot of good information that if you didn't speak, we can do that, right? And
Yeah, right.
Why did you
Well,
start?
like Elisangela, when I was a younger, we have this door open and I see the English. In Brazil we have this immersion in the another culture. So the American culture are in, how can I say, near for us. So we have music and TV shows, and when I listen in or watch these things, I I I think what these people saying. And this moment, I start to learn English, to understand what the people saying, what the word is saying. So, and for me, I like to, I want to travel, abroad, maybe to Canada, get uh, one job there. So for me, I need to practice my English to communicate to other peoples and maybe live in Canada. Like I said, get uh, one job there. So for me, is that because Canada is a beautiful country, I like
Yeah.
the wild they have there. So for me, is that for now.
And there it's not too warm, right?
Yeah, we have the cold, man. The weather is so good, and I enjoy a
Yeah,
lot.
yeah, I get it. Wisla, why?
I believe that English opens a lot of doors. My main goal in studying English these years is to help me in the flight attendant profession, but I
Good.
know that it can help me in other areas too, if necessary.
Yeah, it's true. And Wisla, could you please answer the number 4 as well? Number 3, right? What have you been doing to improve your skills in this language?
I don't understand much this
I,
question,
I
and
number
I
3,
can in the after
and sorry, I don't get it. No, I don't understand you. Could you please repeat for me?
I can answer this question
Uh,
after.
but you understand the question or not?
More or less.
And let me explain for you. And what have you been doing, right, to improve your skills, to speak better, to listening better, to reading better? What do you have been? How are your study today, in these days, in nowadays?
Okay, and I I study English with what series and movies with captions and audio in English. I my cell phone is in English,
Good,
and I make conversations, class conversations too,
very good,
and I study I reading um I reading tastes in English, and I listen music and audios, podcasts, and that's it.
very good. You have been learning the real English, right?
Yeah.
Very good. Elisangelas, what about you? What have you been doing to improve your skills in this language?
Actually, I read books in English, and read the newspaper, and movies, more or less, because I have a difficult with this. But I in here it's a good opportunity. Yes, talk. I participate meeting, but now it's pay, and now for me it's not good. Yes, it's
Very good. And Ayla,
Um, number three, no,
number 3, what have you been doing to improve your skills in this language?
in the language. Okay. So in the beginning, I spent time studying grammar. I don't know. But nowadays, I'm trying to improve more my listen and speaking because these is two skills are more difficult for me.
For
So
everyone.
I listen to podcasts, I listen to music, I I try to watch movies in English. I do exercise of listen, and about uh, about 2 months ago, I started to attend, participated the conversation here on TNT, and it is so good for me. I
Very
like it.
good. Yeah,
I
I
like it.
like so much to be here as well. Nay, number 3.
So, for improve my English skills, and now I enjoy a lot to watch some videos in YouTube, like vloggers and camping stuffs. People who travel to the nature and camping there, and I enjoy a lot. And I watch some series. Now I'm watching the series called C. It's a good series. I recommend for you guys. And I watch without subtitles. And in the beginning this year, when I start with the course who's with who's belong uh, for the guy who calls Andrew Abraham is an old teacher, so she's so good at teaching English, and I start with there with teacher Andrew, and now I am here in TNT to improve my speaking skills, and that is the way that I learn and
You're
improve my
doing well.
English skills.
You're
Yeah.
doing well. And you, Lucas?
Okay, as I said before, I'm addicted to podcast, right? Though I have some difficulty with the written accent, right? The American accent is more more easy for me. And I don't know, movies. I always try to read the maximum of information on English. Right. I think that nowadays we all write uh, write a little, not so much. So my writing kind of so. and right now I'm speaking with you guys.
Yeah.
So
In,
that's the
in,
last.
in my
Yeah,
opinion, yeah, very good. In my opinion, and I think it's very, very important to speak up, right? And because I remember when I started to learn English in the first year, I don't speak to anyone. I just study, and don't practice. And today, in my own opinion, of course, I think you need to speak up as much as possible. You have a lot of mistakes, and you don't worry about your mistakes because it's the part of the process, in my opinion. And let's move on. Number 4. The 4 primary skills to learn a foreign language are reading, writing, listening, and speaking. In your opinion, just one, right? Just this one, in your opinion. And what of them is the hardest to understand? And let me see. Ayla.
Okay. In my opinion, listening, speaking. Listening because especially reduction in speak. And beside this, there are different accents. What is the difficult for me understand? And speaking because we need to know enough vocabulary to able to speak, and it is also hard the pronunciation some words for me too.
Right. And you, Elisângela?
In my opinion, speaking, because I don't opportunity for speaking a lot, and I thinking and answer fast. It's a very hard for me.
And you, Wisla?
I think that speaking, in fact, is not even the most difficult to understand. However, for me, I think it's the most complicated to put into practice. I'm very embarrassed to speak in public, and especially in English. I think speaking the most difficult for me because of my shyness.
Yeah, I'm not a shy guy, and it's very hard for me to speak as well. It's very, very hard. And Ney?
So for me, the speaking skill is the toughest to learning because we speak Portuguese. So to speak another language is hardest. So speaking is more difficult to me as well. So that's it.
Yeah, and Lucas?
As okay, I'm not a music. As Whistler, I think that's her name. said, speaking is always more difficult because you have the psychological aspect, right? You're gonna talk to someone that is native, and you feel stuck, and you feel ashamed, you feel nervous, then your mind keeps blanking. Okay, and the first time I spoke to a native, I can even tell you because it was it was a disaster.
Sometimes it's hard with talking in our mother tongue, right?
Yeah, right.
Sometimes it's hard to speak in Portuguese, for me at least. And so let's skip every question and the number, let me see. Yeah, number 7, it's a good one. Have you ever feel unmotivated with your studies and you ask yourself, why is my English stuck? What did you do about it? And Elisangela, number 7.
I didn't understand the question.
And yeah, and sometimes we feel unmotivated, right? You don't have a wish to study. And sometimes you ask to yourself, why this kind of thing happened with me? And what do you do about this, to deal with it?
Yes, it's true, because every day I'm not unmotivated. And what did I do? And I need remember my object, my goals, and in travel, and the company, and the professional.
Very good. The people come back, and I would like to ask for someone about some question. And Fernandin, is correct?
Fernandin.
Fernandin.
Yeah.
Fernandin, right.
Okay.
I would like to ask about.
It's for me. It's a great topic because now I love so much English. When I was young, I hate English because I guess English is so very complicated about the pronunciation. I remember I have opportunity to study three foreign languages, Spanish, French, and English. Eu falei, Spanish is very similar to Portuguese. I don't like. English is so very complicated. I resolved to study French because in this time, speaking French is so very fashionable. But I love this topic. I have opportunity to take a great conversation with in my room. Congrats for you bringing for us this topic.
Very good, very good. And let me see, Gabriel. About the question number 7, right? Have you ever feel unmotivated with your studies and you ask yourself, why is my English stuck? And what do you do about it? Gabriel.
Yeah, I already felt like that because sometimes I can't say some things in English, so I feel like, oh my God, how can I say that in English? But no one knows everything about a language, so it's normal, right? So I try learning at least 1 word per day. So for me, it's awesome.
This happened with me all the time. And about number 10, Luis, how has TNT been helping you improve your English skills?
I have been improved my English skills using the platform TNT and study in my house.
Very good. And Carmen, how are you, my friend?
I'm great. Thank you for asking.
Very good. How was the conversation in the room?
This topic is very good. It was nice, né? Because this topic is important for us, né?
Very good.
I like it. Thanks for this topic.
Oh, you're welcome. And Thaisa, this is your first time for you, right? What do you think? What do you think about the conversation?
Well, I found that interesting. It was nice to talk to some nice people and share some experience of mine.
And I have a question for you about question number 9. What is the biggest challenge in learning a foreign language?
Well, in my opinion, is overcoming your fear. Because I think I think many students have a fear of speaking the language, you know, because sometimes you just think about what people are gonna think about us, things that you have to say or not, if they are gonna make fun of us. I think, especially when you are beginner, you shouldn't care about these things, you know, just dive into the language. Then, in my opinion, I'd say the biggest challenge is getting over your fear.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. And Wedson, about the number 8. Many people have different opinions about a person being fluent in a foreign language. What is being fluent for you?
Okay, I'm learning speaking English, right?
Right.
For me, is a person who practices speak and studies every week for 2 or 3 years, being patient with himself. It takes a while to feel comfortable. Fluent person is always looking to improve and has a clear and defined goal.
Good. Lucas, is your first time here, right?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
About the question number 8. What is being fluent for you?
Oh, what is being fluent for me? I think that a fluent person is a person that can speak with a good flow of words without get stuck. I don't know. I don't. I'm not talking about being perfect, right? We barely speak perfect Portuguese, and I'm talking about not to do a pause every 30 seconds to think about what you're gonna say. You right? To keep the flow of the word, you know.
Yes. And Fabiola, about the number 10, right? How has the TNT been helping you improve your English skills?
Well, TNT is helping me a lot because when I was starting my studies, I didn't have person to practice my conversation, and so I was looking for platforms and I found TNT, and now I am here every day, and I am liking a lot.
Very good. Gabriela, about number 6. Do you have any suggestion for someone who has been studying the English language? Would you like to share it with us?
Well, I said before in my breakout room, be patient. I think that is the best suggestion. Be patient because you commit mistakes, you make something, you do some things you don't like, and you like, I hate writing, but I want to write. And yeah, like I put some tips on the chat in breakout room. I think you don't see, but like try to study English every day, like 10 minutes. It's necessary because if you don't do that, maybe you don't feel confident enough to use your English. And like I have some tips to note it. Like
Yeah.
there's some sites to reading, like reading, and I forgot the name. The name is VOA, Voice of
Boa.
America. You learn American English, like you read news and grammar tips. There's a lot of things to learn in the site, the website. And I think the British Council is the other good site to learn English. Write and Improve is from Cambridge, and it's very good. And if you want to see more, like you want to learn more about, like you want a dictionary, I think Cambridge Dictionary is the best dictionary. And yeah, I think it's about it. And keep going. Learn English is about time. It's not like, oh, I be fluent in 6 months. No, you have your time. And
Yeah,
respect your time.
I totally agree with you. And now I need to turn off the live on YouTube.